Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello judges of the Sumatra English competition. My name is Nayaka Candrawisesa. I am an 8th grader from the Smpn Karanglewas school. Before I start, let's pray together to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for allowing us to be here. Today I will talk about the social impacts of COVID-19. As we know by now, COVID-19 has been plaguing us for the past 2 years. Have you ever wondered the social impacts of it? Of course, with such deadly plague that's lasting this long, there has to be something that it impacted. Let's start off with the most well-known one, the start of online school and school lockdowns. Why did they happen? Why can't we go to school like usual? That's because of COVID-19. The government has decided to decrease the spread of COVID-19. School should be done at home instead of the students going to school. Due to this, the teachers will have to send the study materials to their students and do a meeting through Zoom or Google Meet. The problem with this is that sometimes the student won't go to the meeting or study the materials the teachers gave to them. In recent years, schools are starting to recover and slowly bring the students back to school. However, it's only half of the students that are present and the other half are at home. Second, let's talk about the COVID-19 health protocols that the government has told everyone about. The government at first has told everyone to do these 3 safety protocols during COVID-19, which are 1. Use a mask whenever you go outside, 2. Wash your hands with soap after you got back home, and 3. Social distancing and avoiding crowded places. These protocols should help with the ongoing disease outbreak, right? Well, unfortunately, even with these protocols, people still don't listen and go to crowded places all the time, which causes them to get COVID and get more people infected. One person gets infected, 10 other people can get infected, as the symptoms back then took 2 weeks to kick in. For the past year or so, the government has become stricter about this and made it so that people who don't go outside without masks get a 250,000 rupiah penalty. And to those who have a crowded gathering in public places, their gathering is to be ended immediately, either by force or not. Thirdly, let's talk about how COVID-19 has impacted people's lives. And COVID-19 ever since 2020 has made people worried, concerned, bored, restless, etc. It's tough. Having infected relatives or friends usually leads to worsening in anxiety symptoms. An online survey done in China has found that college students are more likely to experience stress, anxiety, and depression than others during the pandemic. These results suggest that parents should care about the mental health of their children more. Not only that, but COVID has also impacted people's jobs as well. A lot of people have lost their jobs due to COVID-19 and have gone bankrupt. 46% of adults have said that they have trouble paying their bills due to the pandemic, and 32% of them say it's been hard for them to make rent. Fourth, let's talk about how COVID-19 has impacted the world's economy. COVID is impacting the world's economy because the workers need to work online, which makes it harder. And for restaurants and other places where you need to go there to be served, it's even worse. Because since everyone is inside their houses and isn't going as much, they aren't getting as many customers per day before the pandemic. Because of this, businesses are forced to be closed during the initial wave of the pandemic, which is unfortunate. Because of the pandemic, global supply chains have been severely disrupted as a result of staff shortages. Many ports are clogged, shipments causing supply shortfalls, and rising prices. The International Monetary Fund predicts the cost of basic food and gas will rise 4.3% in 2022, which is the biggest increase we've seen so far. Researchers have theorized that in 2022 the economy will slowly recover, so that's good at least. Fifth and the final one, let's talk about how many lives were taken by COVID-19 and how many are infected currently in the world. Currently, as of writing this in 2022, there are over 474 million people who have been diagnosed with COVID since 2020. And over 6 million people have passed away due to COVID. This is due to people not listening to the health protocols and always going outside. Hospitals are struggling to take care of all these people around the world. However, over the past year or so, a vaccine was made which made it better. It might not cure COVID entirely, however, it does make the immune system stronger and makes the body knows that COVID is inside their body. Even with all this, people are still getting COVID everywhere. And to make matters worse, COVID is slowly mutating and is slowly being immune to vaccines. Let's pray together that we can combat COVID together. After analyzing all the information above, we can know that COVID-19 has big impacts on lots of life aspects. I feel sad and miserable about this COVID-19 pandemic going around. I feel bad for the people who lost their beloved families. I feel bad for those who lost their job, their academic chance, and many more. I hope shortly the situation will get better. This disease has caused much suffering for the past 2 years now, and it would be great if it was gone. I sincerely send my condolences to those who have their relatives passed away due to COVID, and to those who are infected. I wish them all to be cured. So in conclusion, COVID-19 has ruined many things in life. We all should hope that it would get better and better until the pandemic is gone. Unfortunately, this pandemic is still happening, but it is what it is. I sincerely apologize if there are any mistakes in what I said, and that's all I have to say. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.